Sunday.
Get after it, and let's have some fun. Let it hang out.
It's a jungle out there, baby, and if you ain't ready to be in that jungle, you better go home.
Chiefs have scored! Oh, baby, what a play! He's gone! Touchdown, Kansas City! Oh, baby, what a play! Oh, baby, what a play! I love this game!
You guys back again? Would you guys ever go someplace else?
There's only one place to be on a Sunday afternoon in America's heartland. Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. It is the home of the Kansas City Chiefs, one of the most successful franchises in the National Football League in the 1990s. In 1992, the Chiefs achieved a pair of firsts. 3 consecutive years with 10 or more victories, and 3 straight seasons in the playoffs. This rise to NFL prominence has been swift and measured. The commitment is to more than just winning. The objective is winning championships.
It's intercepted, picked up on the play by Marks, down the near side 30, to the 20, breaks a tackle, down the sideline, 15, 10, 5, touchdown!
The Chiefs are a team of accomplished veterans, men who have earned respect with their deeds and their dogged faith. And they're a team of ascending stars, young players whose cult of personality is matched by their electrifying performance.
Y'all give me a little word for the camera, homie. This is Michael Jackson on the edge.
Is away, and it sails into the hands of Carter at the 13. Runs outside, gets a block, 15, 20. On the far side, 25, 30. Down the sideline, the 40, the 50. Folks, he's gone. The 40, the 30, the 20. He'll waltz in the 10, the 5. He high steps it in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Oh, baby, what a play.
And wide receiver from Central Arkansas, number 84, Willie Davis.
Folks, I don't know how this kid is making great catch after great catch, but somehow, in some way, he is pulling it off, and in spectacular fashion.
As the Chiefs prepare for the 1993 season, these facts are indisputable. The 4th best record in the National Football League over the last 3 seasons. One of only 5 teams to reach the playoffs in each of those 3 seasons. It's a standard of consistent achievement that firmly stamps the Kansas City Chiefs as one of the finest teams in pro football.
Craig gets the snap, drops back to throw. He's got time. He whips it down the side. It's caught. JJ at the 40, down the sideline 50, a foot race to the 40, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Oh, baby, what a play.
We go now. We got another step on the journey. Let's do it our way, one play at a time. Let's get after the rest. Let's go. Dave, make plays. You make plays.
Big handoff, back to pass break, moves up, he'll arch a spiral. He's got Davis, a long pass, over the shoulder catch of the 5, touchdown! Spectacular play by David Krieg!
No head coach in franchise history has a better winning percentage than Marty Schottenheimer. Before Marty arrived, the Chiefs had produced but 2 winning seasons in the previous 15 years. In 4 years, he transformed a perennial loser into a Super Bowl contender. One prominent sign of this steady march forward the Chiefs have won 17 of their last 21 games against their rivals in the AFC West. Perhaps the strongest documentation of Marty's unwavering hand is this remarkable fact. Never in his 4 years have the Chiefs lost more than 2 games in a row. The test in 1992 came on the season's 10th Sunday against San Diego.
Oh, Derek Thomas whacking the quarterback. A 36-yard attempt by Lowry. 58 seconds remaining. Kick is up. It's long enough. It is gone. Yes!
Simply explained, yet difficult to achieve, is that the Chiefs, under Marty Schottenheimer, now expect to win.
The attitude is where it's at in this locker room. The attitude. A bunch of people had to step up today in the absence of some guys that were down or went down, and you did it. And that's the fiber of a team. The attitude. My hat's off to you.
A raw, wet December day at Arrowhead was the setting for one of the toughest gut checks faced by the Chiefs in recent memory. It was one of those moments that helps define a team. A moment when a team's character and resolve are more important than its talent.
It's 13-3, New England, and 3:45 in the first quarter.
Get them going. Let's go. Catch it and cover it up.
And back to pass on play action. Craig. He'll wind up an archer spiral down the near side, looking for Jones. He's got the catch. He jumped it and made the grab at the 25, from the 20, running to the sideline, 15, knocked it about. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Now look, the pressure now goes back on them. Defensively, we'll get them stopped and get some field position. Let's score on defense. Come on, let's go.
Jeff Carlson gets the snap and hands off, and it goes to John Vaughn, who goes over the right side. Fumble on the play. It's picked up by Metzi. Down the sideline, 25-20, 15-10, 5, he's in. It's a touchdown. Oh, baby, what a play.
David Craig and Willie Davis put the finishing touch on the come-from-behind 27-20 victory. The old-fashioned virtues of hard work and second effort are stamped all over the Kansas City Chiefs.
It's a hell of a tribute to your character, because we had a lot of things that went sideways on us. Some went backwards. What we did is we got our ass in a crack, but what you guys did is you said, we are going to get it done, and that's what happened.
But it takes more than spirit to erect a lasting monument to winning. It takes a solid foundation of talent. Men like Neil Smith, the 5-year pro who is developed into the finest all-round defensive end in the NFL.
The youngster stopper being chased and backpedals and throws a pass. It's picked up by Neil Smith at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. He goes in unscathed. Touchdown, Neil Smith.
Schottenheimer and President and General Manager Carl Peterson have been the architects. The blueprint for success, the NFL Draft. Wisely used, it has produced young players of promise. And all pros among the league's best. 1992's top pick made an immediate impact. Dale Carter was the NFL's Defensive Rookie of the Year. His 7 interceptions led all AFC cornerbacks, yet his dynamic athleticism burned most brightly as a punt returner.
Dale Carter back for the Chiefs at the Charger 45. It's an end-over-end punt. Corralled at the 46, by the 45, by the 40. He breaks it free at the 35-30. Cuts inside. 10-5, touchdown! Dale!
Since the Schottenheimer-Peterson era began in 1989, the Chiefs have altered the balance of power in the AFC. Late-round draft choices like Dave Zott, a 7th rounder in 1990, and versatile Todd McNair, selected in the 8th round in 1989, have been key players in the Chiefs' resurgence. And free agents have also been a part of the winning formula. Men like defensive tackle Joe Phillips and linebacker Tracy Simeon, the leading tackler in 1992. It's at wide receiver where this administration's talent for tapping talent really stands out. Plan B free agent Tony Hargain. 1990's fourth-round pick Fred Jones. Tim Barnett, a third-round pick a year later. J.J. Burden, a free agent. And yet another free agent, Willie Davis. All Davis did in his first season was lead the NFL in yards per catch with a 21-yard average. A commitment to finding and developing the best players. That's what makes the Kansas City Chiefs winners. Monday Night Football in Kansas City. It's become an annual rite of the NFL season.
This is prime time. This is it. Monday Night Football with the Raiders. Couldn't have it another way.
An atmosphere as electric as you could find in any professional sporting event. Put that together with the best fans in the National Football League, and you get a show second to none.
One, two, three, four.
As they did in 1991, the 1992 Chiefs again showed the nation that they are one of the NFL's power brokers.
Wants to throw. He's running by the 5. Dives in. Touchdown!
Way to answer the wake-up call. Way to answer the wake-up call. That's right.
It was a commanding performance on a national stage. With the glare of the primetime spotlight shining on Arrowhead, the Chiefs stepped up to the plate and delivered the long ball.
There's the high snap. Craig gets it. Quarterback draw the 10. Yes. The 5. He'll go in. Touchdown! David Craig, ladies and gentlemen, has scored for the second time tonight. On the ground, on the run.
The NFL's most potent defense sealed the dominating 27-7 victory. Charles Mincy's interception return was one of a league-high 8 touchdowns scored by the Chiefs' defense.
Man, I'll tell you what, this is our opportunity to get it done right now with the defense, the best in the league.
And nothing to say about that. You do it.
You don't become one of the best without a defense that is one of the best. And in 1992, the Chiefs' steady rise up the NFL defensive charts continued. They finished the season with the 5th best unit in pro football. They were especially tough to throw against. The #1 pass defense in the AFC made sure of that. Take a moment to think about these measures of consistent achievement. In the last 3 seasons, no AFC team has sacked the quarterback more than the Kansas City Chiefs. In that same 3-year period, no NFL team has taken the ball away more than the Chiefs. Their plus 55 turnover ratio is easily the NFL's best since 1990.
The first turnover of the ball game, and it goes to the Kansas City Chiefs. Humphries drops back to throw.
Yes.
The ball knocked away by Thomas and recovered by Kansas City. Oh, baby, what a play! Fumble on the play. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Kansas City Chiefs. I love it. I love it.
And in 1992, the Chiefs' defense was an offensive force. They scored a team record and NFL best 8 touchdowns, including this 99-yard interception return by Kevin Ross. The standards of excellence have been set. The goal in 1993, make the move from being one of the best to becoming simply the best.
Game day programs here, Chiefs camps and programs.
When the NFC East, the NFL's elite division, came to town, the Chiefs showed once again that they belong in any discussion of the league's best.
Chiefs and the Redskins today. We're going to call it right here. 21-10. The Chiefs will outcome and win. They will be buried, Washington Redskins, underneath the turf. That's Arrowhead Stadium. The Beagles are going down today in Arrowhead Stadium. They're being buried underneath all the way. Ta-ta, see ya!
We take everything that they have away from them. We take the crowd out of the game. We're going to take everything out of the game.
Take it hard. They're in our place playing Chiefs ball. Let's go.
Craig drops back to throw. Sets up, pump fakes, throws long. Arching spiral near side. He's got Burton on the back pedal at the 10. Spin by the 5. Dives in. Touchdown. Oh, baby, what a play. Kansas City has struck first against Philadelphia. Big handoff, back to pass. Craig, he's going to arch his spiral down the middle. He's got Barnett over the shoulder, catch the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Great throw. That was improvised.
Handoff, Christian, right side, digs and turns and dives. Touchdown. The Chiefs have gone up 20-0 over the Washington Redskins with 6:22 remaining in the second quarter. Unbelievable.
Go defense! Hell of a job! Come on, baby! Come on, baby!
Craig, long count, gets the snap, back pedal, sets, arches a spiral to the end zone. Wide open, JJ, over the shoulder, catch, touchdown, Kansas City. There wasn't a player within 15 yards.
How about 30 yards?
The snap, the handoff, Williams, the 5, he'll run in, Gallup in, touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs lead it. 27-0. Glenn Dawson, pinch me. I pray I am not dreaming.
Let's finish it. Come on, let's go.
Big by Craig. He'll go long. Archie spiral. He's got Davis wide open. He's gone. He'll run in unscathed. Touchdown, Kansas City. I love this game.
Hit him. Keep doing your Hey, they are totally bent out of shape.
And Craig gets the snap. Pulls it down, moves up in the pocket, throws an arching pass, far side. Touchdown on the far side, Tim Barnett. That'll seal the win. And folks, we've got a winner in Kansas City against what has come in as the best team in the National Football League, the Philadelphia Eagles.
I like the character of this football team. Because I'll tell you what, guys, when you get your back in a corner and people start looking left and right, all you got to do in this locker room is look at one another.
When you commit to becoming the very best, your own expectations can, at times, seem suffocating. Yes, the goal is an NFL championship, but in the pursuit of the ideal,
Jungle's getting rougher and rougher out there.
we must not lose sight of the real.
We're surviving the jungle.
Backed by the greatest fans in the league, the Chiefs have not only survived, they have thrived in the NFL jungle. One simple measuring stick is this. Every December, the Chiefs play games that matter, games that give them an opportunity to get to the Super Bowl.
Arrowhead Stadium, it'll be the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner will continue on in the playoffs. The losers will be home watching.
A whole lot of things are going to be going on. A lot of things to be settled too, baby.
John Elway is in the gun. A nice snap. Back to pass. The pocket crumbles. Elway is hit. The ball is thrown. It's bobbled. It's intercepted by Benny Thompson. Benny Thompson on a pass. Charles Vincent is running down the near side, the 30, the 20, down the near side, 15, 10. He's by the 5, and he's in for a touchdown.
Elway, you're gone, baby. You're gone, Elway.
Hey, came to work today.
The pass goes John Elway. The pocket crumbles. Here comes Nickel. Elway escapes. Elway running to the near side. Throws a pass. Picked off by Carter. 25-30. Breaks a tackle. 25. Cuts inside the 20. Breaks another tackle. Down the sideline. Through the defense. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, baby. What a play.
Hey, just keep the intensity up. Don't give up. Just pound on it.
Elway under center. Elway drops back in the end zone. Elway is hit. In the end zone. It's a touchdown. The Chiefs have jumped on a John Elway fumble.
Take a picture of Elway now. He's crying on his knees.
An extraordinary 3 defensive touchdowns, 2 David Craig scoring passes to Jonathan Hayes, and a final touchdown by Christian Okoye propelled the Chiefs to a 42-20 victory.
David Craig hands off Christian. Big hole by the 5. Hustling his way to the 2 to the 1. He's in for a touchdown. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. The Nigerian Nightmares steamrolling, power driving, bulldozing over the left side. He would not be denied. Touchdown, Kansas City.
This cutting-edge performance launched Kansas City into the playoffs for the 3rd consecutive year. Don't be seduced by the opiate of expectation. Understand that what the Chiefs have accomplished in the 1990s positions them solidly as one of the NFL's best.
Let's not lose sight of how this football team has achieved what we have achieved. It's been hard work, hard work, hard work.
The Chiefs have traveled a long distance in a short amount of time. Of course, the final destination hasn't been reached. But when you look back and recall all the stops along the way, you take with you one simple fact. The Kansas City Chiefs have become one of the best teams in the National Football League.
Hi, I'm Steve Sable. There's only one true measure of greatness in professional sports: winning championships. And while the Kansas City Chiefs have certainly proved to be one of the NFL's most consistent winners in this decade, they have not made it to the AFC Championship game. And the reason, well, it's really very clear. They have not had a top NFL quarterback to take them through the playoffs. In 1993, that will change. The Chiefs traded for a 37-year-old quarterback by the name of Joe Montana, a living legend who has won 14 playoff games and 4 Super Bowls. Yet, he has not played a meaningful NFL game in 2 seasons. So, as we look to 1993, the Chiefs certainly loom as one of the most intriguing teams on the NFL horizon. A good team, arguably a quarterback away. Now, armed with the greatest quarterback in NFL history. It could be a story for the ages. Or will age somehow get in the way of destiny?
Focus on every play one at a time. Let's go play our game and we're on. Why can you reach? Reach up to the top. Together, let's get it.
Let's go. You gotta love it, baby. You gotta love it.
The Kansas City Chiefs race toward the 1993 season with their identity clearly established. The last 3 seasons have marked the Chiefs as one of the NFL's most consistent winners, a team with legitimate Super Bowl aspirations each and every year. Only 3 teams have won more games than Kansas City in the 1990s. In the highly competitive and ever-changing world of pro football, the Chiefs have been a model of stability and constancy.
Touchdown, Kansas City!
In 1993, head coach Marty Schottenheimer begins his 5th season in Kansas City with one of the finest defenses in the National Football League. It's a unit that features linebacker Derek Thomas, an All-Pro in each of his 4 seasons. On the other side is defensive end Neil Smith, a sculpted warrior whose grit is matched by his grace. Well, sometimes. The Chiefs roster is filled with young guns, thoroughbreds like running back Harvey Williams, also an outstanding kick returner. And cornerback Dale Carter, a steal as the 20th pick in the first round a year ago. These are 2 swift and dynamic performers who make the kinds of big plays that win games in the NFL. The Chiefs have made their mark as one of the NFL's most physical teams, a powerful offensive line generating a punishing running game. And they have consistently produced some of the finest special teams play in the league, an often overlooked element of the game that could account for 2 wins a season. Their approach has been straightforward, not subtle. They believe pro football is a battle of attrition. You wear your opponent down on both sides of the ball, and you grab hold of victory in the 4th quarter. Certainly, the Chiefs have been one of the NFL's best over the last 3 seasons, yet they have not been able to take that championship step. In the NFL, the quarterback is the key. Inconsistent play at the most important position on the field won't get it done. In 1993, Dave Craig will give way to Joe Montana, a man who knows a little something about winning championships. Montana led the San Francisco 49ers to 4 Super Bowls in the 1980s, and he won them all, performing more brilliantly each time. The frail, low-key Montana is a giant among men on the biggest Sundays of the NFL season.
First look at him, you think, God, I got to take him home for supper. He's so skinny. And you talk to him, he says, God, he got the personality of a stone. What am I going to do with this guy? And you watch him play, and he says, he's unbelievable. He's a work of art.
The legend took shape on a January afternoon more than 10 years ago. And reached its zenith on Super Sunday in 1989 with the most extraordinary comeback in championship history.
It's such a sight to watch this, to watch Joe Montana do this, so many years, and to watch this absolute surgeon on the football field and one of the all-time greats do his thing again. It's almost like poetry.
Back to throw Montana. Steps up, throws.
First thing you learn is when you come in is don't mess with Joe Montana. Don't get near him. Don't play practical jokes on him. Don't do anything, because for most cases he's worth a trip to the playoffs, and in most cases he's worth a trip to the Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl trophies are there, yet Montana's greatness is defined as much by his character as his performance. A career-threatening back injury in 1986 was merely a detour on the road to football immortality.
Montana has the ball. Back to pass going deep. He's throwing to the goal line to Rice. He leaps. He catches it. Touchdown, 49ers! Joe Montana, you think he's got a sore back? Well, it certainly doesn't hurt his throwing.
Joe finds a way to come out on top. Every time that he has to deal with adversity, he slaps it off like John Wayne.
An aura surrounds Joe Montana. He can overcome not only fourth quarter deficits, but any obstacle in his path. That's the hope in Kansas City. In fact, the countdown to 1993 has already begun. All the pieces are in place. Don't be surprised if the 1993 Kansas City Chiefs become the world champion Kansas City Chiefs.
In the late 1960s, the Kansas City Chiefs were one of pro football's finest teams. They appeared in 2 Super Bowls, hammering the NFL's Minnesota Vikings in Super Bowl IV in January of 1970. And that was the culmination of an impressive 4-year period in which the Chiefs, under Hank Stram, won 43 regular season games and 4 playoff games. Those Chiefs was really a diverse cast of characters, men with such different personalities that it just didn't seem possible that they could blend together to produce the chemistry needed for consistent winning. The offensive spark plug was 5' 9" Mike Garrett, the great running back from Southern Cal. On defense, there were many stars, but none burned brighter than outside linebacker Bobby Bell. It was Bell who would become the first Chief to be enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Bobby Bell and Mike Garrett, 2 classic Kansas City Chiefs.
Whenever Mike Garrett of the Kansas City Chiefs felt like recounting his life story, there was always a captive audience eager to listen. Garrett's career included Heisman heroics and 2 Super Bowl appearances, leavened with some of the most spectacular runs in football history. And yet none of this would have happened had Garrett not turned down a signing offer made by baseball's Pittsburgh Pirates.
I thought I could have succeeded in playing Major League Baseball. I thought I hit the ball well, I ran well, and I loved the game. It's probably my favorite game. And sometimes now I even think, I wish I had given it a try. Had given it a try because it's my first love, and it's a great game.
Garrett rejected the baseball bonus for the glitter of USC football and became the first in a long line of Trojan tailbacks to win college football's most coveted award.
Even now, I don't think of myself as the first Heisman Trophy winner. When I think about SC and the Heisman Trophy, I just think that I had a great opportunity to go to one of the finest universities in the United States and play for, I think, John McKay, one of the greatest coaches ever. And I just enjoyed all 4 years. And I think if you're doing something and you do it well, you don't think about how it works historically, but you're right in the midst of it and you're just trying to do the best you can.
While Garrett's best earned him a Heisman, it didn't overwhelm pro scouts who questioned his diminutive size. Despite being drafted by the hometown Rams, Garrett chose the Chiefs, who waited till the 20th round to select him. At first, the rookie collected splinters on the Kansas City bench, but Mike gained notoriety as a special teams Rumpelstiltskin, a resourceful kick returner who could spin straw into gold, no matter how dire the circumstances.
Mike Garrett, a guy that I played with back, he and I were rookies together in 1966 in Kansas City. I think when he came in, he made our offense go. He was a tough guy. He could return punts and kicks. He could take a 2-yard gain and to look like a tremendous play.
Mike Garrett, he's at the 50, at the 40, at the 30, at the 20. He's going, he's going, he's going!
My proudest moment was making it as a rookie. I was drafted the last draft in the AFL draft, and I was drafted number 2 for the Rams. And many people that year thought I was too small to make it. And the greatest thrill I ever had in pro ball was after my rookie year saying, damn it, I made it. I proved I can play this game. And that was very exciting for me.
Garrett was named 1966 Rookie of the Year, and then capped off his inaugural season with perhaps the most electrifying run ever witnessed in an AFL championship.
That was a playoff game my rookie year against Buffalo. It was the AFL championship game, and where I swept to the left, and it was in kind of a muddy field, and I couldn't get around in, so I reversed field and came back and went up to the center of the field for a touchdown. And that was a game I felt very good about because we were playing against the Buffalo Bills in '66, and they're the best defensive team in the AFL.
Neither the Bills or any other defense in the league could stop the manic moves of football's smartest, most resourceful running back.
What I try to do is keep you off balance. I was not the fastest person in the world, but I was terribly quick. And I felt if I can get you to a standing position, and then I would give you a move, by giving you different moves back and forth, that I can make you break down, as we say, and get in a hitting position, then I can out-quick you from the start. And that's basically how I tried to do it. And I think the reason I was effective is I was terribly quick, but I was also terribly tough. I could take a beating real well. And with my quickness and ability to take a pounding, I did fairly well in professional football. I consider myself as a fighter, and that's my strength because I wouldn't quit. I was a lot smaller than other guys I played against, and so one thing I couldn't show was I couldn't show that I was ever going to quit, so I had to fight every second on the field.
Off the field, the fighter was a gentle, compassionate man who devoted much of his time to the children of the community in which he lived.
One thing you can apply about professional football to other things in life is that when you're out there, everybody's afraid. And the one feeling I wanted to create more than anything else is that they weren't afraid, that they could talk to me and that I could talk to them. There was not a football player in front of them, nor was that Mike Garrett in front of them, but that was a human being trying to relate to them, and just a nice guy who treated everyone fairly. Okay, now the last point is this right here, and this is when the baby is born. And just think, we all were born that way. Carmen was, and Todd was, and would you believe I was born that way too? But I was. It's the most beautiful thing that we have, and we must respect it because it is the most important thing we have, is that mutual love between two people and giving birth to a child.
Garrett himself was a creator of beauty every Sunday, crafting hard-driving, circuitous runs that put the Chiefs on the straight and narrow path to a world championship. In 1969, it was a Mike Garrett touchdown that paved the way to an upset victory over the Minnesota Vikings in Super Bowl IV.
65 toss power trap. Look for 65 toss power trap.
Third down and 5. Running play coming to Garrett on a top touchdown. Garrett scores for the ball.
We just took it to them. We just played very physical football, and I thought we out-physical the Vikings that are noted for being very tough people. And I think after the game, people had to say that the Kansas City Chiefs were one of the toughest football teams that ever played the game, and I felt very proud of that.
Standing alongside Kansas City's busy North Oak Traffic Way is Bobby Bell's Barbecue, a restaurant that features meaty ribs, big burgers, and a proprietor whose powerful dimensions suggest he could still consume the left side of the menu without batting an eye.
Oh, hello there. I know you, don't I? Huh? I haven't seen you for a while. Where you been hiding? At home? Yeah. Oh, you shouldn't do that, though. How was everything here? Good.
Today, Bobby Bell feeds the people he used to thrill as a football hero. Mementos of his gloried past can be found throughout the restaurant. Photos that recapture his days as the 1963 Outland Trophy winner at the University of Minnesota. But what people remember most of Bell were 12 incredible years as perhaps the best outside linebacker in pro football. From the very first day he suited up for the Kansas City Chiefs, Bobby Bell seemed to be blasted out of a cannon, scoring direct hits on any target with a football.
He was a fantastic competitor, tremendous leader, and was the bigger the game, the better he was. I've said many times, I don't think there's anybody that I've ever seen that could play any position on the football team and you could still win big with that particular player. That's where Bobby Bell was. He snapped, he played center, he played defensive tackle, he played defensive end, played linebacker. We deliberated about him being a safety or a corner when he came up with us when he got out of college. But there's no question about the fact that Bobby Bell was the most fantastic athlete I ever been associated with. And the great thing about him is the fact that he had such a great attitude, had fun, did everything he was supposed to do, never a question. Coach's dream. He was just a fantastic player and an attitude guy. Just terrific.
Bell always stood out in a crowd, even when Coach Stram insisted the entire team wear uniformed blazers when traveling on the road.
We were dressed in these real loud red coat, black pants, and standing out in front of the hotel. We all looked like, I mean, we were in a contest or we had some kind of conventions going on or something, you know. Can you imagine? I'm standing out in front of the hotel, and here's a lady pulls up in her taxis, you know, and she came up, she said, hey, I said, boy, I said, get my bag. I took her bags upstairs. She gave me $5 tip. I came back down. I said, hey, guys, I'm going to stand out here in front. I can get more business right here in front.
At the front was where Bobby Bell always seemed to be. Besides starting on defense, Bell was a special teams regular, even though he was a perennial All-Pro.
We came to play the game. If you gave them $10, they would have played the game. I mean, I told several people that I would probably pay them because I wanted to play that bad. We had guys that would want to fight you. They'll fight you on that field. When you got good players around you, you can do things that other players cannot do.
Few players can match Bell's achievements. 8 straight All-Pro selections, 6 AFL All-Star games, and 7 Pro Bowls. Numbers that added up to a trip to Canton, Ohio.
But Bobby Bell was not a football player. Bobby Bell was a man who played football. Football is what he did. It's not what he was. He had some star-redeeming qualities, something special. He thought he could do anything and do it better than anybody else. Congratulations, God bless, and here he is, Bobby Bell.
NFL Warrior, Bobby Bell, the first outside linebacker ever to be inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame.